Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Negar. If you're watching this video and you've watched my previous videos, I would like to ask you to click and subscribe. Before I start with today's menu, I wanted to mention about Mirza Qasemi, which I cooked last week. I got some comments, some fair comments. At the end of cooking Mirza Qasemi, I mix the egg with aubergine, and that's not how you usually do that. You cook the eggs in a separate pan, and when you serve aubergines, Mirza Qasemi, then you put the eggs on top. The taste is the same, it's just a matter of presentation. So this looks much better. Today I'm going to make Gheymeh, which is a Gheymeh stew. I want to dedicate this video to a very good friend of mine who asked me specifically to cook this dish for her to learn. I have to confess that I'm going to cook it completely differently than how it should be cooked. Usually at the end you put a lot of oils in the pan and fry the potatoes like chips and put over your stew. Of course, that's not what I'm going to do. I don't want to create more calories. I want to reduce calories and points in my menus. So you'll see how it's going to be done differently this time. Also, I recently changed my Weight Watcher food plan from green to purple. So if you are familiar with Weight Watchers, you know they have 3 different plans: green, blue and purple. Whereas where you are on green plan, you are given 30 points to have each day. But if you're in purple plan, you're given only 16 points. But the good thing about purple plan is that you have a lot more choices with 0 points calories. For example, you can have pasta, brown pasta or brown rice as much as you want, and it is a 0 point food, or potato, for instance. So today I'm going to cook my rice with brown rice because I don't want to add any unnecessary points. I'd rather have my extra points enjoying a glass of wine rather than white rice. So again, this is something that is not traditional. I'm just going to adjust it to my Weight Watcher plan. So in a second, I'm going to give you all the ingredients and their points and how much the whole dish contain points. So starting with my 0 points here, I have 6 dried lemon, 1 onion, 2 potatoes, 300 grams of brown rice, 225 grams of yellow split peas, olive oil spray, and spices. Here I have cardamom, turmeric, saffron, cinnamon, salt, and pepper. These were all 0 points in my purple plan. And here I have a kilo of mincemeat, 5% fat, 24 points, and 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, 1 point. In total, I have 25 points split into 5 servings, which means your meal contains 5 points only. Chop the onions, fry the onions until golden brown. Chop the potatoes. Cook the potatoes in a couple of olive oil sprays. We don't want to cook it 100% here because we're going to add it to the stew and boil it in the water, but I just want it to be slightly softer. Now that my onion is golden, I'm going to add my beef. And I'm going to cook it until the beef is brown. In a separate pan, Mix the rice with a lot of water and add a pinch of salt until water starts boiling. Now this is the time to drain the rice. Olive oil sprays and put the rice back into your pan. Pinch of salt and cover it for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now that my meat is brown on all sides, I'm going to add all the spices, pinch of salt, pepper, cinnamon, and turmeric. I'm going to add a couple of cardamoms. Oh, it makes it really tasty. Also, I'm going to add a pinch of saffron. Then I'm going to add my tomato puree. About 3 tablespoons of puree. Add a cup of your yellow split peas. Add your dried lemon. And then cover it with a lot of water. Like that. And cover it to cook. Here I have my potatoes. As you see, it's not 100% cooked because I didn't use a lot of oil, but I'm not going to add it to the stew just yet because I want to avoid mashing it up. I'm going to add it a bit later in the process. So it's been 45 minutes since I started cooking my Gheymeh stew. Now I'm going to add the potato, and I cook the potato for another 10 to 15 minutes until the whole thing is done. I'm going to add my potatoes. Here we go. That's my Gheymeh with rice, brown rice this time. I hope you enjoyed.